Alright, what up? What up? This is going to be a full in-depth, not really in-depth because I can only put so much into one video. Very beginner-friendly video on how you can start day trading, the tools that you can get to start learning, and just get into the space, kind of put your foot into the door. Pretty much what I'm going to do with this video is first give you stuff like websites that you're going to be using to look at the charts, like this one right here. And then I will give YouTube videos that can help you learn from scratch. Like if you literally don't know anything, if you have no clue what this is that you're looking at right now, perfect video for you. By the end of this video, you'll have all the things you need to learn to get you in the right direction. And once you're kind of there, once you're in that process of where you know what you're doing, you just need to learn more, you need to watch more videos, you need to figure out what's actually going on, then it just goes up from there, and it's just a matter of time until you learn all the stuff you need to know to start making money. But we're not there yet. So what we're going to start with is, if anyone wants to write this down, I'm going to write it down on the screen. TradingView. TradingView is the website that I'm on right now. Wait. It's IEW, right? TradingView. Boom. This is TradingView. It probably looks insanely hard to understand if you have no clue what you're doing, but you'll learn quick, just like anything else. Like anything new that you start, you don't know what you're doing yet, and then you figure it out as you go. What's on here? What's on TradingView? This is how you're going to look at the charts for whatever asset you're going to be day trading, whether it's an index, a stock, futures. But use it. So TradingView is completely free, but you are going to have delayed data when you're looking at stuff like the S&P 500 index, like if you want to trade futures. 90% of the time when you see people day trading on like your phone, like on TikTok, and their screen looks like this, they're day trading something called futures, which is the NASDAQ, which is a tech index. It's futures for that index. Futures is pretty much people day trade it because you can buy or sell at any time, and instead of shares of something, you're using leveraged contracts. So you don't actually need $6,000 to buy into this stock or sell. And at any point you can buy or sell. And it's not just indexes. Like we have gold right here. And something very similar to futures is Forex, which a lot of people start on as well. I started on Forex, specifically this one right here. And gold and silver. That's how me and my buddy started, because we didn't want to pay for the real-time data so you can trade the S&P 500 futures and the NASDAQ futures. But if I were to know the things that I know now and I could talk to my past self, I would have skipped all that, and I would have just told myself to go ahead and buy the cheapest option of TradingView's plan. And Explore plans, $12 a month, that's nothing. If you can't afford that, the first step that you need to do is to get a job so you can afford to learn how to day trade. Anyways, so once you buy that, you will have pretty much everything you need, and you won't have any limits as far as trading on TradingView. And it kind of opens everything up. But if you don't want to do that, you can write these things down right here that I'm going to give to you, that you will be able to trade for free. And how you're going to be trading that is paper trading. Paper trading is a simulation. I just made this account to show you guys what you can do. What you're going to do is, once you log on to TradingView and make your account and whatnot, you're going to come down here. It's going to say trading panel, and then you find paper trading. It looks like that. You're going to click on it, and then you can make your account. Either make your account 100,000 or 50,000, because that's the size of accounts that you're probably going to buy into on your first funded account. If you don't know what a funded account is, don't worry about that. So right here, I made this simulated account, $100,000 on it. And now I can day trade and buy and sell whatever I want. So let's just say you don't have the money to buy the TradingView subscription, and you just wanted to do it for free. Maybe you don't want to spend the money yet, you want to learn a little bit first. You can hop on GBP USD. If you can't find it, just look it up in the search bar. It's in Forex. Forex stands for foreign exchange. And pretty much what this is the Great British Pound paired up against the US dollar. So the value of them is always changing. So that's what you're looking at on this chart. Since GBP is the first one, when the value of that goes up, this chart is going to go up. When the value of the US dollar goes down, this chart is going to go up as well. If the value of the Great British Pound goes down, this is going to go down. That's probably a little too much for some people to understand. And I'm guessing that most people watching this right now literally have no clue what they're looking at on the screen. And for that, I can't cram it all into one video. Maybe I'll make more, but there's super helpful videos that go in depth on the mechanics of what you're looking at, like TJR's Bootcamp, or you can find your own stuff if you just look up candlesticks day trading. There's so many videos that will teach you exactly what you're looking at, and there is a lot of stuff to learn, so you have to be ready to sit down, buckle up, and learn. But just as an example, now that we're on this paper trading account, I can buy. This is going to come up. This is your order tab. This number right here, you don't really need to pay attention to. You want to pay attention to balance. So make sure this is set to balance, and it's going to show the percentage of your balance that you're going to be trading with. So if I want to trade with 1% of my balance, that's how many units I'm going to have to enter. So if I click buy, now I'm in a trade. It for some reason it's delayed. It shouldn't be, but it could be because of just my Wi-Fi. But right here it's going to show you your P&L. I have mine set to pips, which is like the distance that the candlesticks are traveling. But that stuff you'll learn a lot more about as you go. But at least you know how to do that now. You can set up a paper trading account, and you'll be able to actually trade, have this on your screen, look at it, and if you think it's going to go up, you can try and buy. But what I would recommend, if I could go back in time and talk to myself, like I said before, I would do a lot more learning before doing. I tried to do a lot of doing before learning, and it caused me to lose a good amount of money. And no one wants to do that. So if you can make as many mistakes for free and learn for them before you use real money, that's always better. But we're going to forget about all of this stuff for now, because that can be covered in other videos, or you can do your own research online, because it definitely deserves its own video. Everyone starts at different spots. Usually people that get into day trading start off with options on their phone on like an investing account or something. So they have a little understanding on how the market works. But if you are absolutely clueless on how stocks work, how the stock market works, that is also something that you're going to need to study up on yourself, because it's just such a broad spectrum. You can't explain it all in one video. But as a day trader, or as someone that wants to learn how to day trade, the easiest thing that you can do for yourself is tell yourself, I'm going to watch one educational video a day. Doesn't matter what it is, as long as I'm learning something about day trading / investing / trading, it's going to help you. Or if it has to do with the stock market, it's going to help you. So watching at least one video a day, this is what I did. I started off with TJR's Bootcamp. I can't remember which one I started writing down on. I think it might have been MES. Let's see. Maybe not. So I'm going to write this down if anyone wants to write this down too. TJR Boot Camp. So you're going to look this up on YouTube. If you want to save yourself the trouble of trying to find educational videos to watch every day, this boot camp is a series of videos that TJR, who's a day trader, posted on YouTube, beginning to end, teaches you exactly what you need to know. Pretty much what I'm doing right now. But a lot of people don't even get to that point because they don't know what to do as far as learning. So they never find the informational videos that they need because there's just too many of them out there. If you want to skip all that, look up TJR's Boot Camp, watch one video a day or 2 or 3, whatever you want to do. I think there's like 50-something videos. Once you watch all the way through that, however long that takes you, it might take a month, a week, depends on how many videos you watch in a day. That is going to pretty much leave you off at a super good spot to start learning more, but you're going to know exactly how to take trades. You're going to know how to look at these charts and understand what it is. You're going to have your own ideas about how the market moves. You might have developed your own strategy. But yeah, definitely this is a keystone in most day traders' learning journey. This is where a lot of people start. So I'm not going to yap about that too much more. What I'm going to talk about next is you definitely need some type of laptop. If you don't have a laptop or a computer, you can look up TradingView on your phone and get the app. It's just a little too small to really look and know what you're looking at, for me at least. Some people might be able to do it. Some people trade on their phones, and that works for them. But definitely, if you don't have a bigger screen to look at this stuff on, you're going to want to invest in that. Next is you're gonna want to get a notebook, because this is a whole, like, think of this as you're taking a college class or like a class in school if you're a high schooler. Especially for stuff like this boot camp, this series that you're gonna watch. You're gonna watch every video and diligently watch it. Like, you're not just watching it, sitting back watching the boot camp and eating a bag of Doritos. I mean, that'd be nice to do, but if you really want to learn, get yourself a notebook or the Notes app on your phone and take notes. The more, like, if you're serious about learning this stuff, you'll already want to do that, and it's not going to be a pain for you to do, because you're going to want to learn. And that's what you need to do if you kind of want to make it to the next steps and learn valuable information and start implicating it into your journey to become a day trader or learn how to day trade. Next, so there's a lot of stuff on TikTok, YouTube about buying courses like day trading. If I were to come to you as someone, they call it a guru, someone who makes a lot of money from day trading, or says that they do. They might not, because people lie about it a lot, and that's why it gets such a scammy reputation. You don't need to buy a course. Do they help? Yeah, definitely. They can help you get profitable way quicker if you do that, but it's definitely not something that's needed. But some people, before they learn anything about day trading, they'll buy a course from someone or a one-on-one mentorship where the person will pay to learn from someone that knows what they're doing one-on-one, and it just saves you a lot of mistakes, it saves you a lot of time, and it just ensures that you're always in the right direction. Someone is holding your hand and showing you everything that they know, because they're profitable, they make money day trading. So in theory, if you learn everything they know and they teach you everything they know, you will get to where they are and be rich like them. So that's how I feel about that. You don't need to, but if it's something that you want to do, go for it. Just make sure it's someone that you trust. You've watched their videos on YouTube, TikTok, whatever it is, and it's obvious that they make money. Like, it should be obvious. It shouldn't be just a bunch of videos of them riding jet skis and on yachts, because people can rent that stuff, obviously, and then just sell a course. Because believe it or not, people make crazy money just from selling courses. But yeah, like I said, that's how I feel about that. Really, there's not much more I can give you from the standpoint that or from the idea that I'm trying to get across, just like what you guys can do to start. If people have specific questions, I'm going to tag the Discord in the bio. Not in the bio. It is in my YouTube bio, but I'm going to tag it in the comments if people want to join that. It's completely free, and there's many experienced traders in there that you guys can ask questions, and no question is stupid, so don't worry about like feeling embarrassed asking a question, or feel free to leave a comment on the video, because that's why I'm making this, to help people, because I was in your spot too once, and now I know a lot more than I did when I was in your position, and I want to help people that are in that position that I was when I was confused and didn't know where to start. Like I said before, this is the perfect video for you to be watching. I know it doesn't seem like I gave you too much, but this right here, this is the gold. If you start with this and get through that, not a lot of people can make it through it. They don't have the discipline to get up and watch a video every day, and that sounds crazy, but it's true. But if you can watch this whole video, or this whole series, you are going to be hooked up with all the information that you need to know to learn how to day trade. And I'm going to also put a few more YouTubers / mentors. TT Trades makes a lot of good educational videos. If you have already watched TJR's Bootcamp and you're looking where to go from there, you've probably already skipped the video, but if you haven't, I would recommend studying ICT Concepts. ICT is a trader, very well known in the trading community, so people make videos on his knowledge all the time, so you can find videos about ICT Concepts that aren't actually him making videos, or you can just go watch him yourself. ICT stands for Inner Circle Trader, I think. So you can just look that up on YouTube and find him. But that is more advanced stuff. And if you don't know what you're looking at right here, you definitely don't need to be watching that. And yeah, that pretty much sums it up. I probably left a lot of stuff out, but if you have no clue what you're doing and want to start, the stuff that I gave you, like this right here, and getting TradingView, which is the website that we're on right now, that is enough to start 100%. And from there, oh hey Maisie, and from there you are going to learn how to day trade, and you are going to be on a yacht, rich, sipping tequila in 1 year. No, I'm just kidding. If you want to start learning, you have to be ready to kind of just buckle down and lock in. And it's more of a lot of people say it's not a sprint, it's a marathon, because it takes so long to master something like this. Like, you have to understand you are buying and selling stocks against the most smartest people in the world when it comes to buying and selling stocks. 'Cause like, you're almost going to bet up against them, and you're trying to pull money out of the market without them taking money from you. So it is a struggle. It is hard to learn, but if you're stubborn like me and you think that you see people online, you're like, if this guy can do it, there's no way I can. You're going to go places and you're going to figure it out. So that's going to be it. And hopefully this video helped people. If it did, or if you're watching this and you haven't yet, subscribe, because I'm going to make some more videos I want to start making a lot more videos on here as far as tracking my own journey as a day trader and teaching other people the stuff that I know so they don't make the mistakes I did. Alright, that about sums it up. So, peace.